What's going on? What's going on? Is it raining? You're a nut. Someone's excited because it's raining. Ow! Is it raining? You're going to go to work with Dad today, aren't you? Oh. Come on, come inside. I don't want you annoying those chickens. Had a few people, or I had a couple over last night for a drink after dinner. And you'd swear that there was a whole lot of people in here. Good morning, everybody. As you would have seen, it's raining. And the time is now 9:15. We had quite a late night last night. We had a couple come over and have a drink with us on the deck, which was nice because we haven't done that with other people yet on the deck or underneath the archgola. So it was like 11 o'clock or something before we went to bed, and I'm a bit of an early bird when it comes to sleep, so yeah, I had a little sleep in. I slept in till 5:45. But I feel better today than I did yesterday. I'm still a bit sore, but yesterday I just felt like junk. So today is basically going to be the housework day that I didn't do yesterday. But there is an extra job that I'd like to do, and that is I want to transfer my swap out my summer and winter wardrobe. So the way I used to do it, I used to pack all my out of season clothes into vacuum bags and store them. But now all I do is the spare bedroom has a very small wardrobe in it, and I keep the out of season clothes in there, and then I have, and because I've got those hangers, you know, you've got I'll show you, but they're basically 2 hooks on either side with notches, and you can put like 5 hangers on them, and then you can take that hook off the rail and collapse it down. So I have them on that, so it saves space, but it's really hard to find clothes when they're like that in a tight space. So now I've been doing this for maybe a year or so. I've got 2 clothing racks, freestanding ones in the spare room, and they've got my current season clothing on them. The room that I'm going to take you into has a spare bed in it, which doesn't get used that often. It's mainly when if my son's up, he'll sleep in there. But other than that, it's a place, it's a room of requirement. It has just stuff that we need, because we don't have a garage. We've got the sleep out, my daughter's in there, but we don't have a garage, so we've got to be creative in the ways that we store things that we need but don't need every day. So I've also got shoes in there, and I've pulled out some of the shoes already for this season, but there's another one, so I need to swap those around. And just a general tidy up, because quite often if I'm in a rush I'll just throw things in that room. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll take you in there and do that. Right, here is the room. That's the bed, that's the shoes. Those are the racks. See that one over there? Hang on, let me get my hand free. That one there's a pain, it keeps slipping down. I've put tape around the pole to try and stop it, and gravity gets it every time. So eventually I'll get some good quality ones. So there's all sorts happening in here. So we're going to tackle this today, and then once all this is done, I can vacuum the whole house. And yeah. Oh, look at this. I'll show you this picture. So in this photo, this was at my cousin's 40th birthday. So that's me. That's my mummy, my nana, my cousin's son, my auntie, my uncle. So he's my mum's brother. Very lovely. That's my mama. Me with my beret. Right, clean up. Jess is off to the wine and food festival in this. Oh, there's going to be some very wet and drunk people. She's staying in town at a friend's house tonight, so it's nice. No sober driving for me. Yay. She walked out there with one of those plastic tubs on her head. Right. The usual, my fashion, I've pulled everything apart and now I'm like, ugh. No, it's all right. I've had to wipe that corner. So this is the south side of our house, and this year and actually the year before was very wet. It was we had some heaps of heavy rain events, and as a result, for the first time ever, we're growing mildew on the walls. But I didn't realise until I was doing some work in the having to clean up in the sewing room not long ago, and I discovered that behind the shelves there was mildew growing on the powdery mildew mould growing on the south wall and on some of the wooden furniture. So I had a good clean up in there. But I've just found just one of my leather handbags. So I'm a bit of a bag collector. I'll show you some of these soon. Oh, it's one of my favourites too. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. I discovered that it had so I think because it's suede. Can you see? I don't know how to wash that. Yeah. So, but anyway, I have wiped the wall with white vinegar and cleaned it. But you can see the wallpaper's coming loose there, but that's just the way they did a shitty job of wallpapering this house. So eventually we will do the whole lot. So I've changed. So this rack was over here. I've swapped them around, and instead of having it against that wall, I've got against that wall, and then I can check to see what's happening down there. Got the window open to try and get some fresh air in here, but far out. It's wet. I've tried to reinforce. Can you see that? That was there, and the weight has pushed it. But this was Jess's rack, and I don't like wasting things. She wasn't going to use it anymore, so I pulled it out. And yeah, so my next task is to go through the clothes that are sort of trans-seasonal, so I can use them either way, put them back up, check for any ones that are half worn, because I don't wash my clothes every time I wear them, and neither should you. They don't need to be. But if they're going away for 6 months, they're going to be washed. So I'm just going to go through. There's a couple I know that haven't been, that need to be washed. And then we'll pull the other ones out. Just sitting down for a little rest. And yeah, a couple of things came to mind. First, in the last couple of days, YouTube has been sending me notifications, which it occasionally does, of recommended videos to watch. And it's been recommending I watch my own videos. I told Evan and he goes, ooh, does that mean you're getting onto, what did he say? Something about the algorithm? It was so funny. So I don't know. And the other thing too is just popped into my head. I just want to shout out to Michelle from Simple Life Knitting podcast. She hasn't recorded for ages, so I know she does watch. So I just want to, if you are watching, Michelle, I just want to give you a big hug, and I hope everything's going all good for you. I miss your videos. So yes, just thought I would pop on to say that. I think I'm going to have to go through. So what I'll do is I'll do the swap, and then I'm going to go through the summer clothes, and I'm going to try and get a bit brutal and pull out anything I didn't wear last season. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do. What's the time now? Half past 10 nearly. I think that's within my capabilities. Right, okay. And there's my plants. It's many hours later. I've had a rest. I've watched a knitting podcast. I've done some knitting. I'm down to the fine tuning, and I'm about to make a cup of coffee, but I found this toy and I want to show you. We'll see whether I can perfect this. All right. Oh, I just did it before. Ready? Chatterings. Right, and we'll carry on. Oakley dokley. Right, let's run through what I've done. So I put everything away in that cupboard, the little cupboard, and I've just reordered. So I've got that's a suitcase for traveling. Those are old dining chairs that I don't want to get rid of, because one day I'll live somewhere where I can have a dining table. They'll pass down to my family, so I don't want to get rid of those. Out of season shoes, and then there's the clothes. At a glance, there might be a couple of things to get rid of, but not really a lot. I bought, that's a linen top. I bought that brand new. A lot of these are hanging inside out. Not great colour. I made that. 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 That was an op shop find. I made that. That was another Op shop find, made that. Op shop. Oh no, that was Kmart. Those ones I bought brand new a few years ago. Second hand, made. Second hand, made. Another one inside out. Second hand, made. Second hand, brand new, or when I bought it. Made. Second hand, brand new. Second hand, made. And it pretty much goes on like that. There's a box underneath the shoes there, which has still got a lot of my mum's paperwork in it, and I just haven't got to that point where I can go through it properly. This chest has photo albums, kids' school portfolios, all that kind of stuff. That chest there has my old diaries and letters from pen pals and school friends and family and birthday cards from when I was a child. So you can tell I don't like to get rid of stuff, guys. And that's okay. I just keep this coverlet on the bed just to keep it, you know, from the dust, and then I just make it up fresh when people stay. There's some excess blankets. And over here, I just want to show you this. So this is another bunch of lavender that I had hanging. It's just got a bit older looking. So that's another one. I'm going to take all the flower heads off and I'll make more sachets with it. This is an antique. No, it's not an antique. It's rubbish. These were the Honesty seed pods from last year, and I painstakingly went through and removed all the seeds, so they're in a packet now. But me being me, I couldn't let them go, because I really wanted to thread some cotton through them and have them like a little hanging mobile. Have I done it yet? No, but I will. And this is a project. I just need Evan to bring home his soldering iron. So this is a lamp, and it was my mum's. She'd got it from an antique shop, and it's got this old cord on it, right? So I've purchased a switch kit, and it's got it's got a switch on it, so you can turn it on or off there rather than at the plug. So I want to be able to rewire it, but I need a soldering iron. So that's been a project just sitting there waiting for that. So I need to actually just say to Evan, please bring home a soldering iron. Maybe I'll text them soon. What else do we have here? We've got some bits and pieces that have got to go out. So it's a tray that can go in the linen cupboard. There's some yoga stuff which I'm gonna store out on the deck for my yoga in the morning. It's one of the kids' judo bibs. I don't know which kid it belonged to. And just a few other bits and pieces to go out. There's a Jenga set in that shoebox that I was going to take back to work, for the kids. Shoes. I'm not like Imelda Marcos, so I don't have a lot of shoes. I'll show you these cool ones though. I got these. It was the end of summer last year, so I got them on sale. So I got them with the plan to wear them last summer, and then I had that Morton's neuroma pop up on my foot and I couldn't wear anything except for special shoes all last summer. So these are proper wooden clogs, and they're from some Dutch girls living in Australia that have a business making them. And that's called For the Love of Clogs, I believe. So hopefully I'll get to wear these. Yeah. I like comfort. And that's all just a whole lot of stuff I still have to sort out. I've got a rubbish bag out here, which I'm putting donated stuff in. And I've also got this box here to put donated stuff in. And that bag under there is just some shorts and things that I've got to go into my drawers. So, it's looking a lot better. Not perfect, but it's a small space. And the window's been open all day, so it's been aired out. And you can get to the window easier. So I'm quite happy with that effort. So now I'll just tackle the stuff in the hallway. There's a couple of containers here that I need to sort out. This was my mum's. And that one was mine. But I need to go through them. There's just a bundle of tools and things, bits and pieces, odds and ends, and I just need to find homes for them. Mum was like me, she liked to restore furniture, so you know, there's these cool latches and handles, you know, they all come in handy. So I'll find a home for those. So that's kind of a job that I can do. That's the sort of job I like to do while watching TV at night. I'll just empty it out on the floor and sort them into piles and then designate homes for them. And then we've also got some weights, my rolly balls, so they can all go out onto the deck into that crate, and I can start doing my bits, and I'll have space to do all that stuff now, so it feels good. That's all washing to go away, but I wanted to wait until I'd done the wardrobe first, so I'll do that. Oh, you can see the reflection of the window on there. I'll do that shortly, hang those up, put things away in drawers, and I want to go through the dresser around the corner, and there's a whole lot of things to donate in there too. But now I'll make that cup of coffee that I said I was going to make before. But now I think I'll make a proper coffee. I think I deserve a proper coffee. I'm hot, but it's bloody, the breeze is really cold when I open the windows. Wow. Yay. And there's only 2 dresses that needed to be washed. So I'll throw those into my washing pile. You can tell I get quite phlegmy. I've got a post-nasal drip. I'm also lactose intolerant, and I still eat dairy products. But problem is, I've done it before, I've eliminated dairy from my diet. And when you do that, it makes you super sensitive to dairy, and you end up with diarrhea every time you even get a sniff of it. So I'd just rather eat it in moderation and just not go nuts. Kitchen's still a mess, but it won't take long. It's mostly clean stuff, and there's just a few things from last night. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Coffee time, and then I'll write a little list of what I want to tackle this afternoon. Must say, it's been quite good having Evan take Digger to work, because it is like having a baby that you have to babysit, and at least in the speedway pits, we don't have to worry about him jumping into the chicken coop. The little monkey. That's probably a real close-up shot of my face, hey? Right, coffee time.